Alright, hello. Let's see if my mic is working. Yes, okay, it works. Alright, so I have been working on a new map for the last day or two, or new mission. This one's a Kola. I hadn't done much with it until now. They had added some extra stuff in the last patch, and so I thought I was like, finally get around to actually start messing with it. Uh, normal, my normal setup for my personal type missions for whenever I want to fly them. It's basically it'll be a series of conflict zones where map divided into two halves, or in this case two halves, red and blue. All the Nordic states, Nordic countries are all the blue side, and the Soviet stuff is on the red. Set in roughly in the mid 90s. I mean, I have it listed as 95, but give or take a year or two, really. So limiting equipment and stuff for what would be more or less appropriate for that time period. Now, as far as flying, flyable planes on my side, that basically limits me to the AV8 and the A10 2C. I mean, that's basically all or A10C2. That's all basically what I've got when it comes to actually modern-ish planes. Also, I got the Apache, so that also works in as well. But I haven't got it set up. Uh, anyway, I have tested around with the day setting, for a day mission, but I've also got it set up for an evening mission. Of course, sun doesn't completely set at up here unless it's actual winter, and I really don't want to actually do the solid where it's all night all the time. So I've got it set basically for the summer-ish. So or sorry, not summer-ish, but fall or anyway, it's sun actually goes down, but it stays with it on the horizon. So it's gonna be dark, but not truly too dark. All this stuff, of course, is actually activatable by on command. None of it's actually only base stuff is actually set up to be on all the time. I've tried to actually set up some lighting because I'm actually using one of the road bases, and it doesn't really have very much actually going. But set basically up with lights, staff. I got guys like uh, around, some lighting at the end of the runway, especially because I'm AV8, so I'm actually mostly doing vertical or very very close to vertical landings when I come back. But wingman, and I've got my AI wingman that aren't so true like wingman, but actually another flight that actually will follow. We'll see if it actually works this time. Last time I tried it, actually I had the coding incorrect. Uh, Kind of an idea of like how the scripting for this works. Of course, when you go in here, a lot of entries divided, of course, color coded, divided based off of which the the zones with all the base stuff actually all in white, and other two zones. These are the ones. This has got a lot of ground use. These the ones in the forward and backward have a lot of things like SAM sites and radar sites and stuff that helps. So I haven't actually added a bunch to them yet. But we're gonna, and I got drones at least for on the blue side. We're gonna go. We'll go in. We'll do some precision strikes using the drones because I've got them set up with auto JTAC stuff. But anyway, we'll see what we can do. Who knows? I'll probably either crash on takeoff, crash on landing. All kinds of things might happen. You might notice that my performance on my AV8 is a little different than what some people might actually have nowadays. It's because my game is modded. I I've modded the flight model for the AV8. I mean, no heavy coding or anything. I just basically went in and changed its performance numbers to give it back more closer to what I feel is actually it should be its capabilities as far as takeoff and landings and performance in the air. Nothing too radical. It's like it's still a plane. It still has to function like a plane. But anyway, let's see what it looks like. If oh wait, back up. I've got to activate stuff because all the activation stuff for the conflict zones are set up for the neutral game master to make things more streamlined on the player side or on the two faction side. So as you can see, nothing's actually here is activated. Everything's actually randomly located, or most of it's randomly located, except things that are required to actually be in specific spots. Obviously, don't need to change any of these. If I hit any one of these, it would actually switch to the particular time of day, or the particular weather, or time of year. But let's activate conflict zone 1. Of course, all these things, except from the trucks and stuff, the position of all this stuff is random. Go ahead and put in 3 and I've also got the conflict zones are actually set up in such a way that if I enter them if a player or someone using one of the player slots actually enters into these areas, it will actually attract the AI patrol planes. They're still blinded by their own engagement zones that I attach to them. So they for like the radar and stuff, they don't have omnipotent vision and be able to handle and be able to tell where everything is. You still have to pass through one of their zones for their detection, but they are immediately triggered with a command to actually go to the center of the zone, whichever zone has been entered by a player. So as long as I stay out here, it doesn't trigger them. If I enter into one of the zones, these MiGs will actually fly towards them. Anyway, adds a little bit of where I actually have to try to not get myself caught up in something. Anyway, we are going to go into, now we're going to go back into the blue side. And here we are. All right, so first thing first, we're gonna actually. I know we're gonna operate out of here. We're gonna use. Well, conflict zone 1 will be our actual area operation. Our staging area will be just around in conflict zone 4, because conflict zone 4 won't trigger the MiGs. They won't fly towards it. They only fly towards theirs. So I can actually fly around over here safely. So I already got the locations for that all set up. TACAN, this airport, I got a team out here on the airfield, or on the airstrip itself, set up by the road, and they've got ticket truck, they've got a portable TACAN station, they got all that kind of stuff set up. So, and they're already turned on, so we can actually make our way back here without using just our waypoint stuff. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and actually go ahead and turn stuff on. on, although it's not real necessary yet. That's the field. That should be. See, this is incorrect. That needs to be 251. Let's see if we actually got the right channel.
Uzi 1-1. Request startup. Uzi 1-1. Cleared for startup. Wind 252 at 7 meters per second.
That works. And we are going to. Arm reveal, or sorry, rearm. We want to.
Request rearming. Copy.
And because we are going to be working out of that one area, and I know that that drone is actually using. Actually, we can double. If we wanted to actually be real accurate, we can go to
Rearming complete.
JTAX, and we know drone 1 is the one that's over in that one area, available on the site. It's actually highlighting the Shulka code 1511. So even though we're not using any of this, but let's go ahead and actually set it anyway. All right, there we go. Sure, I got. Let's try to. I forgot. Remember, I moved myself around a bit, so make sure that this is still correct. Yes, 7.5. Yes. I can actually close that out. I won't do that for now. Okay. That.
Enfield 1. Passing waypoint 1 at 15,000.
Set that there. We're going to come in.
Generator. Stop failure. Caution. Generator. Caution. Generator. Caution. Generator. Caution.
A little bit.
Copy. Copy.
So that.
Overlord 1-1, passing waypoint 1 at 25,000. Overlord 1-1, drop 026 for 110 at 15,000 knots.
Right, that's done. All right, so we got a couple things we want to actually set up. Of course, waypoint 0 is where we're actually now. Waypoint 1 is actually going to be the runway itself, dead center of it. Fix that. It's going to be north 6 7 0 4 0 9. Enter. And east 0 2 6 3 2 2 2. Enter. And we aren't going to change any of the elevation, will be automatic. It's now let's do 2 is going to be our staging area. That's going to be safely within conflict zone 3, which has got which we have a SAM site there that's giving us cover. And that location is going to be north 6 6, 7, 5, 0, 8. Enter. Boost. 0, 2, 8, 0, 6.
And field 1, passing waypoint 2 at 15,000.
And elevation, we're going to make it 2, 0, or 20,000 feet.
Passing 2, on station at bullseye 191 for 50 at 10,000.
Alright.
Passing 2, engaging bandit at bulls 191 for 50 at 10,000. Passing 2, on station at bulls 191 for 50 at 10,000.
Let's see, attack anticipation is going to be foil for return trip. Is going to be that. Oh, that's right. We're not ill. Not turned on. We won't worry about that until we get up to the runway. Thing good here. Turn that up. If you need it. And see on that. Good. All this is good. That's good. Alright. Let's go. Down a bit. Get the flaps out of the way. Drop them off when we get to the field. Alright, let's see if they'll give me clearance to taxi.
Uzi 1-1, request taxi to runway. Uzi 1-1, clear to taxi to runway 22.
And through wheel trucks.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
GCI, we're going to go ahead and set up our warning for 50 mile radius. Alright. Brake off.
Caution, caution.
Alright, so let's see, brake off. Nose wheel steering permanently is set on. So that gives us, because we are in such a tight area, that'll give us the nose wheel steering high turn radius. So we should be able to. Turn our way up. That's right. Thank you, sir. We are on our way. The A-10s that are still, we're of course the Marines, Marine detachment. Those are the A-10 detachment here. Let's see if they'll do it.
What's refueling? Request rearming. Copy. Refueling complete.
Alright, let's see, let's go ahead and set up our TACAM, because right over there, these guys have set up a portable TACAM station from that shed there. So, we're going to do TACAM, channel 2, go ahead and set up our
Rearming complete.
radio. Alright, that should be good. So back over to 2 waypoints. Wrong switch. ATC, let's see if we get clearance to take off.
Uzi 1-1. Request takeoff. Uzi 1-1. You are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at USE 2.
Caution, caution.
Caution, turn that off. Turn it over. Alright, get back on. Alright, even though we do have a fairly long stretch of road here, we are still going to go ahead and do the short takeoff, but without the water, because we won't need it. And set that down to there. Okay, should be able to turn that off. Formation lights on, yep. Alright, let's see if we actually get out of here. Without crashing.
Altitude, altitude. 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 Altitude, altitude.
rotation.
Altitude, 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 altitude.
All right, let's see if we can actually call in our companion. Now, if I hit this and they immediately say that they're on station, it means that they're not working. Nope. Right, maybe it should be working this time. We'll know in a little bit if they form up on my right-hand side. Navigate. We don't know. So there's some lights there. Night vision, 'cause it's not gonna get dark enough, but I got it just in case. If he comes down and joins me, great. Otherwise, he's bugged out. Even though you maybe follow me, actually, still be bugged out. Soon find out. Okay, so he's coming up. I think I've still got him set to unlimited fuel, or at least he's supposed to be. So he doesn't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about him bugging out because he doesn't have fuel or anything. AI in DCS can be so problematic. Make it a little bit easier for them.
Uzi 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 051 for 130 at 15,000 gold.
There it comes.
Passing waypoint 1.
All right, let's switch up to waypoint 2 and head towards our staging point. We'll be flying into the sun, so we'll have the sun at our face the whole time, or almost the whole time. Oh, actually, no. So the sun's off to the side. That'll be work. That'll be better. Alright, let's see, we are almost at 20,000 feet, so we can go ahead and hit the altitude set. And we can even pop up the flaps to cruise. We don't need, we're not doing any crazy maneuvers. Do I still have that arm? Oh, get some bombs. AWACS on the first. We've got the AWACS on the right channel.
Overlord 1-1. Uzi 1-1. Request bogey dope. Uzi 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 040 for 100 at 15,000 knots. Lord 1-1. Uzi 1-1. Request bogey dope.
And since we're not in a multiplayer server, I can actually do this without basically spamming. I can even do a
Overlord 1-1. Uzi 1-1. Request picture. Uzi 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Single group at bullseye 050 for 60 at 15,000. Overlord 1-1. Uzi 1-1. Request picture. Uzi 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Single group at bullseye 050 for 60 at 15,000.
turn off our lights. No need to, since we are going into hostile area. Master arm on. And I know it doesn't really work, but we'll do it anyway. Turn on our cameras. Or at least I don't think they work.
Enfield 1, passing waypoint 2 at 15,000.
Alright, we are almost on station. ourselves in a holding pattern. We'll go ahead and call up that JTAC, see what they've got. Alright, let's put ourselves into a turn. And we'll call up the JTAC. JTAC, let's see. What can you see? Okay, yeah, that's actually real. That's there. I don't want to get rid of it first. Alright, that works. And let's go ahead. Stores, not code 1. It's going to take a couple minutes, so we'll set that off so we don't have to worry about it until that gets 5 minutes. Kind of an idea of where we are, as far as oh yeah, that's right. I also need to put up my target. Done. This is where we're going for. T1. Cast page. Work on it. First of all, we already know that code 155 1511. Right, we know it's armor. Coming in from waypoint 1. Well, actually, waypoint 2.
Overlord 1-1. Rob 058 for 170 at 25,000 gold.
Save that. Use it. Turn 1. There. like they are ready now. Let's see, where is our... Alright, the MiGs are good, are a good bit of ways away.
Caution.
Uzi, 1-1. Overlord, 1-1. Bra, 060 for 180 at 25,000. Cold.
Caution.
Go down. It's off. And we are going to call in these guys to make sure they go into the zone with us. That's the F-16s. They'll give us some cover. The MiGs will turn around as soon as we come into the zone. Flash back down to auto. We're gonna need them. Now, I suspect that he will break off and go on his own merry little way as soon as we get close, because he does have his own engagement trigger zones attached to him. It will, it's fairly short. It only goes out about 9 miles in front of him and about 2 or 3 miles out around him. He will act kind of stupid. He'll break off. He'll do some other stuff. So who knows what he'll do. He will come back to me later.
Field 1, passing waypoint 4 at 15,000.
Alright, let's double check and make sure that the JTAC is still Still Shronko, still on. Alright, cool. It's still active.
1-1, Overlord, 1-1, Bra, 122, 440 at 8,000 knots.
Alright, MiG's just turned around. As soon as we do this flip, we gotta get out it that way.
Losing 2, engaging Bandit at bullseye, 059 for 30 at 7,000.
It's altitude. Alright, we're out of here.
Losing 2, engaging Bandit at bullseye, 056 for 40 at 7,000.
Alright, Schultz is dead.
Overlord,
We got a bunch of the infantry that was around it as well.
25,000.
Actually, we have, you know what? We have enough time. We should probably get back. Turn those guys around. Ah. We can get back and actually hit that tank. Now we're out of here.
Enfield 1, engaging bandit at bullseye 038 430 at 15,000. 83,000 knots. Enfield 1, engaging bandit at bullseye 038 430 at 15,000.
Air attack helicopter somewhere.
Enfield 1, closing waypoint 4 at 4,000.
There they are. Got him. I got him. Now we're at it.
Uzi 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 162 413 at 4,000 knots. Uzi 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 147 410 at 3,500 knots. Uzi 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra
Really good command address.
410 at
Where he's trying to find us.
5,000.
Alright, let's head in. Yeah, he's lost lost us. So we can get out of here. We actually relax a little bit. And we can go in for attack camp. Now, I wonder if I don't think. Oh, so it looks like the F-16 is actually respawned. I'm pretty sure.
Passing waypoint 2 at 25,000.
Whenever they respawn, my because I'm using
Overlord 1-1,
Yes.
passing waypoint 2 at 25,000.
it causes them to not have their commands attached to them. They're stuck with only the waypoints. Or at least that's what it seems to be. Oh, yeah. We can master arm off. We're in navigation. We can turn our lights on. Back on. do is we're going to turn off our DCI warning. We don't need it anymore. We're well out of the danger zone. Turn the channel off of the AWAC. Don't want to listen to them anymore. Radio range of airfield.
Uzi 1-1 inbound. Uzi 1-1 56168 417 QSC 29.15 runway 22 to pattern altitude.
All right, and you know what? We can actually tell our wingman to get out of here. Wait. No, you were supposed to go away. Oh no. I've got something screwed up, and it's actually he's not crap. All right, well this may cause a crash because he's see that right there should actually trigger the flag that's supposed to set him off, and it does, but then it immediately re-triggers it back to for him to come back to me. That's a problem. Where am I? side, so that's actually correct.
Caution, caution,
There you go.
caution.
Well, anyway, he'll probably
Caution, caution,
hopefully he won't end up crashing.
caution.
Turn off our
Uzi 1-1, cleared for visual, contact tower. Uzi 1-1, request landing. Uzi 1-1, cleared for visual. Uzi 1-1, request landing.
Alright, now I will either completely botch this up. Turn that off. Want to turn. Oh. There we go. Let's see, we need to fix that too. It's supposed to actually switch to. That is. Alright, we're gonna go down. We're gonna turn on the water. Just in case we need it.
Uzi 1-1, check landing gear. Wind 252 at 7 meters per second. Runway 22.
Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude. Altitude. Altitude, altitude. Altitude. Altitude, 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 altitude.
Uzi 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
Ooh, that was close. Almost good.
Uzi
I
1-1.
need to
Taxi to parking area.
do a little extreme
Caution,
turning to get out of here. Because I am real close to the trees.
caution, caution.
Okay, now let's actually, I forgot to turn the lights on. So, I realize why I'm going so fast. All right. There. Have the water on. All right, let's go. Head into the back to our parking spot. We are gonna once I get out of the game, I'm gonna go back and fix that wingman because I find out what the heck that is causing the problems with his flag. That was Ground crew. These aren't my guys, though. My guys are the ones up here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to turn the mirror off. It's causing frame rate issues. And he's telling me to pull in right here. And there we go. Set our brake. And let's tell him. Motion for him to.
Chief, place the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place. Chief, place the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Caution. 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 Generator. Generator. Caution. 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 Generator. Generator. Caution. 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 Generator. 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 Caution. 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 Generator. Generator. Caution. 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 Generator. Generator. Caution. Caution.
There. Oh, I hit it too many times. Alright. And that goes off. That goes off. Everything I think is off. Alright. Alright, that was successful. Couple ground kills. Couple air kills. A successful almost vertical landing. Very, very short runway landing. And I managed to taxi back to my spot without actually crashing. So that is and I would save the briefing, the track, but trying to go through those things and actually try to get any kind of screenshots just sucks. Takes so damn long. But we are going to go back to the editor. And we're going to fix that. This guy right here. Because whenever I was hitting the wingman break off, it was actually supposed to be triggering the end part of this, because this is perform action follow. Stop condition is if user flag 2 is on. And what was happening Let's see, whenever I was hitting that, which was under the flags, see, okay, yeah, this is player one. That's the AV8. The player two, player playing blue two is an A10. The form up is successful, is correct. So it's 2 and it's going to go to 1. Break off is 2 and 21. And if we go to the wingman break, 221 is supposed to set flag off, or set flag on, which was but was also immediately turning it off. So what other thing is actually using that? Let's see, wingman form up. What? Okay, so what was actually turning it? That should have worked, but I wonder if not having something else for it to do. It didn't know what the heck to do, so it just went back to follow me. So I wonder what we have to do is not only have this right here, but we're going to add a perform command, switch to waypoint, and we're going to have it to switch back to waypoint 0. That will make it want to go back to its start point. And we're going to have to do that with the other plane also. So for the A10, so might as well do it here. Oh, at the same time. Switch to waypoint 0. All right, so now back on this. When we give him we use the flag for it to switch over to turn off or turn on the flag. We'll also give it a command to push AI player switch wingman or switch waypoint. I don't know. I need player playing wingman. This is 1. Yeah. And it needs to go to switch waypoint. Go with that. And for the other one, do the same thing. Switch waypoint. Where is it? Ah, player playing wingman number 2. I'm sure this looks great trying to, for somebody who's just trying to follow me point at different lines of entries on here. Yeah, here it is. This should be this. Okay. Now we can test this. By putting us already in the air. us. Radio.
Rob 077 for 180 at 25,000 knots.
All right, let's see if he's actually heading towards us. Now, this is one of the things I gotta figure out what's causing this. Because I gotta go back and find out because now the AI AV8 now has afterburners, which he shouldn't have. It looks kind of cool, but alright, he's bugged out. Alright, let's see if he actually breaks away.
OZ2 on station at
Okay.
Bulls 195 460 at 24,000.
That was it. He's fixed. Let's put me back on the ground. Taking off from the ground. Save it. All right. Well, I think we're gonna call it that a night. I can always come back and do this mission again, especially since it was actually a successful one. And so we are going to switch over to the in-stream message. Of course, it's going to show that I'm on. It's going to say I'm on YouTube. I haven't went back and fixed that because this is one I used to use when I was on Twitch. But good night. Is my mic even still working? Oh yeah, it's still in stream.